Yeah, I'm making this video because I'm fed the hell up with someone that I should have been fed the hell up with a long time ago, and her name is Eliana, okay? Now this is all your fault for involving these sociopaths in our lives. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Now they want to talk about these emails. Now I was trying to throw people off so people didn't know who I was talking to via email, who was pretending to be Galina, and I knew who it was from the beginning. And it was Eliana. And the reason I knew it was Eliana is the conversations we were having and the things we were talking about were very similar to me and Eliana. And then eventually, she even talked about the same philosophers like Immanuel Kant and Friedrich Nietzsche and Ayn Rand. Now, she pretended to like Nietzsche because I think she thought I was more of a Nietzschean than I actually was. But she started talking about Immanuel Kant and utopianism, which I'm not a utopian by any stretch of the imagination. I am in the sense that that's not important. We're just going to concentrate on Eliana for now. Not politics, not economics, nothing like that. We're going to concentrate right on Eliana, because Eliana wants the attention. Eliana will get the attention. Okay? So after this all settled down, I cornered her, and I got her to admit who she was. Okay? And I knew who she was the whole time. There was no way some fruity Brit is that convincingly the perfect girl for me. And to be quite honest, you probably should have dumbed her down a little bit. But Eliana can't dumb anything down because she's a freaking genius. You sent the wrong girl to try and seduce me. Clearly. Because I knew more or less the whole time that it was Eliana playing the part of another girl. I didn't call it out, honestly, because I liked it. I liked talking to Eliana in the way that we used to talk to each other. And then some. And then some. But those emails are emails between Eliana and me. That's what they are. And I did corner her. And I did negotiate with her. And I did promise to respect her. And promise not to mention her anymore. But how can I not mention somebody that people keep harassing me about? And I will be going to Argentina. I won't be seeing Eliana. I've never said I was seeing Eliana. And why am I going to Argentina? I'm going to Argentina because I can go to Argentina, because I want to go to Argentina, and because I'm not wasting my goddamn money. And I'm not giving that fat hippopotamus Royce a free ticket to see my former friend. That's the truth. So I'm going to Argentina. And by the way, Mersh, tomato pie, and pizza are very, very, very big staple street foods of Argentina. Very big. And you might think about this. There is a very high amount of Italians in Argentina. A lot of people are part Italian in Argentina. Okay? In fact, that young lady, Angela Poca, the doctor of anthropology, her last name, Poca, while she is from Naples, the people, her name is most prevalent not in Italy, but in Argentina. So Poca is actually more common of a last name, an Italian last name, in Argentina than it is in where do you call it? In Italy. So it's kind of like the Irish and the Germans in the United States. There's more Germans and more Irish in the United States than there are in Germany or Ireland. It's just the facts. Again, the facts are the facts. But if you release these emails, all you're doing is releasing the raunchy way that me and Eliana were talking to each other. And, after what Eliana told me, how disrespectful she was to me, and I still reached out to her with love and kindness and respect because I care about the girl that I thought I knew, even though she told me that it was all fake. And I don't believe that. I believe she cared about me. I really do. But I am fed the hell up with this crap. Fed the hell up with it. All of this is her fault. All of it. She should have never involved these lunatics. All she would have had to do the whole time to get me to leave her alone is exactly what she just did a day or two ago by just telling me, leave me alone. She never did that. Never did that. And beyond that, she could have explained to me she was safe because I was being led to believe by these trolls. Now, the trolls were involved before Eliana involved them in the Eliana situation, but they were involved just by trolling my videos and harassing me and calling me this and calling me that and whatever. That's not a big deal. The second you involve my friend that I loved and wanted to spend the rest of my life with and impregnate her and have a number of children with her and raise our children together, when you start involving somebody that I saw as a literal goddess, I get a little mad. And that's what's been going on for years. And I don't think any less of Eliana as far as her intellectual capacity or things of that nature. But she is a very mean and nasty person. And I don't believe her that she never cared about me. I believe that she outgrew me, and I believe she does think I'm a loser now, and she does think I'm useless, and she does think I'm repulsive, and all this stuff. But I know for a fact she didn't in the past. And that's what's sad. Eliana, I wish you could remember how much we did care about each other. I know you say you didn't care about me, but you didn't make that stuff up. It's a shame that you outgrew me, but I can deal with that. People outgrow people. Okay? But you didn't have to be this nasty and this mean and include this many goddamn lunatics into the situation. How did you think this was going to turn out? How did you think it was going to turn out? I'm serious. You could have just talked to me. You could have shown me the respect that I showed you. Well, maybe not the respect I showed you, because I showed you way too much respect. But you could have shown me basic human respect like you used to. Do you remember when you were my friend? Do you even remember that? Like, were you in a car accident? Did you get a severe head injury? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You don't remember anything, it seems. And it's freaking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And if Hatman releases his stupid emails, which are our private conversation between each other, and the stuff that we said to each other, which was, pretty raunchy stuff. But, it takes two to tango, as you know, because you're used to tango. It takes two to tango. You can't tango by yourself. You need to press your body up against someone. And you were pressing your body up against mine through email, if you know what I'm talking about. So you were the one that misled me into this relationship with this young, allegedly Russian girl. They should have dumbed the person down a bit, because that was a dead giveaway. But you are just such a nasty, mean-spirited person. And all you had to do was explain to me, James, I'm okay, I'm safe, I can talk to you. But you didn't have to talk to me more than just to say, I can talk to you, I'm safe, don't worry about it. You got me to get a plane ticket to come down to see what somebody might be doing to you because I was so concerned about you. Okay? I am broke. I don't have money. It took some jostling around and some figuring out to find out how to leave from New York City to come down to see you, or not even to see you, to find out what the hell was going on. I didn't know if you were kept prisoner in somebody's wine cellar or some crap. I just didn't know. And then I have these people telling me all sorts of crazy shit. They're going to kick my ass. They're going to make me eat their asshole. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. How would you interpret that when the person that was consistently your friend for years abruptly stops talking to you, and then they're telling you, if you go down to see her, we're going to kill you? Well, that tells me that, in my mind, that tells me that something bad is happening to my friend that I want to live with for the rest of my life, that I want to have children with, that I want to raise my children with, and that I want to be with. That's what that tells me. And the whole thing about the autism, I'm getting real tired of people saying I have autism. If I did have autism, I wouldn't fucking hide it. I don't care. But the person that has autism is Eliana. And I'm tired of it. I've gone out of my way to be understanding and cooperative and loving and caring and understanding of her and everything else. Royce offering to buy my ticket is not him extending an olive branch. It's him being a fat pig that's too cheap to get a plane ticket at the real cost to go see a friend of mine that he's seduced with his fatness. and his stupid radio show. Okay? And the thing is, Eliana, in the long run, this is all your fault. You know how you told me I brought this on myself? No, you brought this on yourself. You brought this on yourself. You're crazy. You're absolutely ridiculous. You could have the whole time just said, James, let's talk about this. What do you do instead? You pretend to be a 21-year-old Russian girl to seduce me. That's what you do. You pretend to be a 21-year-old Russian girl. You tell me you're going to come see me on my goddamn birthday. You're pretending that, you know, all this stuff. I'm buying stuff to prepare my apartment for this Russian girl. Now, about 75% of me was pretty sure it was you. But I was hoping, you know, maybe this is a new girl. Maybe it's not Eliana. Maybe I'm over Eliana. Maybe I can move on with this chick. Okay? But about 75%, I was about 75% sure it was you, and I didn't call it out because I really liked talking to you. It made me feel good. And I was, the whole time, there was not a day that went by that I was like, this has got to be Eliana. And I loved waking you up every morning with an I love you. I really did. I really did. And it's sad. It's sad that that was all fake. Okay? But it wasn't fake in a way. If I was with you, I would have woken you up every day with an I love you. I would have been there for you. Just like when I talked to Galina back to health when she got overheated, which was fake. I would always have been there for you. I was always there for you for what, 4 years almost now. And that's the whole thing. This alleged nonsense about 6 years of videos with no response. I was friends with Eliana for 3 goddamned years. Almost 4, I think. But the thing is, I've developed a health condition from this trolling. The tachycardia. I developed that from the high levels of stress that I've been under. Okay? And when I was in the hospital, I should have given up on you when I was in the hospital. And you didn't. You refused to get a hold of me when I told you I was in the hospital with a heart condition. But then 2 months later, you're telling me I'm single. You're like, oh, I'm single and I don't have a child. 2 months prior to that, I was in the goddamn hospital with a heart condition that nobody knows what's causing it. You know what caused my heart condition? You. You caused my goddamn heart condition. And you have been treating me like garbage for at least 3 years or so now. And the way you flirt with this human trash, whether it's Royce or Juan Ramon, it doesn't really matter, does it? They're all fat, stupid. Well, Juan Ramon's not fat, but he is dumb as a doornail. My point is, you have never given me the respect I deserve, and you even acknowledged that. You've even acknowledged that you should give me more respect, and I have proof of that. When you said that you should respect and love me because I'm the one that's there for you, and you know what? I am the one that's there for you, but not anymore because you did this. You're the one that did this, not me. Release the emails, and I'll release the other emails. It's a bunch of bullshit.